What would happen if you only ate one meal a day for the next 30 days? Would you lose weight, and more specifically, would you lose body fat or would you lose muscle mass? Or maybe your body would go into a starvation mode and cause you to gain weight rather than lose it due to a slower metabolism. Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into in today's video. I've been eating one meal a day, not every day, but almost every single day for about 2 years now, and it's worked very well for me. So today I'd like to let you guys know what results you can expect if you stick to only one meal a day for the next 30 days. Even though I've had quite a bit of experience with the one meal a day diet myself, I'm going to be sharing scientific studies and evidence that'll help you see the true pros and the true cons of this diet approach. First, I want to go over the proper way to set up this diet plan for yourself because there's not an abundance of information out there on the one meal a day diet like there is on shorter fasting protocols like intermittent fasting. So a lot of people that try to stick to this diet plan mess it up from the very get-go and turn it into more of a warrior diet. And the warrior diet's great, but that's not exactly what we're going for here. You see, the warrior diet is a different form of fasting where you fast for 20 hours of the day and give yourself a 4-hour feeding window for eating. If you don't set limits to the amount of time that you spend eating, you easily can drag out your single one meal a day into a buffet that lasts for hours. So it's very important that you understand that the one meal a day diet is also a 23-1 fasting to feeding split, meaning you only give yourself a 1-hour feeding window, usually during the same time of the day every day, and you have to spend the other 23 hours of the day fasting. If it isn't already obvious, OMAD, or the one meal a day diet, helps you create a calorie deficit without really thinking about restricting calories. When you're only eating once a day, especially when you do it the right way and limit it to under an hour, you can only fit so much into your stomach before you feel full. So really, we're limiting calories by decreasing meal frequency, which immediately can be a big red flag for those people that believe that your metabolism slows down when you decrease meal frequency. However, numerous studies have proven that this is a big myth. One study called Meal Frequency and Energy Balance combined and examined research from a bunch of different studies on this topic of meal frequency. And the researchers found that a nibbling pattern of eating or eating more frequently didn't present any advantage as far as the metabolic rate was concerned. So your metabolism is not going to automatically slow down from eating only one meal a day for 30 days. If you have the same amount of calories in that one meal as you would in 6 meals, then your metabolism should remain the same in both situations. So does that mean that the starvation mode that we've all been warned about is a big phony scam? Well, it turns out it's actually not. It's actually called adaptive thermogenesis, and it's a very real response that your body has. In response to a decrease in energy intake, your body will decrease the energy expenditure in an effort to avoid starvation. However, adaptive thermogenesis will occur based on the total amount of energy or calories coming in. As long as you don't fast for over 48 hours, it doesn't matter if all those calories came in at once or throughout the day. In fact, shorter fasts that last under 48 hours have been shown to increase your metabolism between roughly 4 to 14% due to an increase in norepinephrine concentration in the blood. But what about weight loss? Don't you lose more weight when you have meals more frequently throughout the day due to something known as the thermic effect of foods, which simply means that digesting food throughout the day requires more energy, so that in turn should raise your metabolism, right? Well, according to a meta-analysis and according to most studies on this topic, meal frequency has no effect on weight loss. If it did have an effect on weight loss, then you would lose more weight eating 6 times a day than you would eating 3 times per day. Luckily, there was a small study done on this where they compared one group that ate 3 meals a day to another group that ate the same amount of calories, but they spread it out across 6 meals per day. And it turns out once again that the researchers found no difference in weight loss, fat loss, or appetite between the two groups. Granted, the low meal frequency group was still having 3 meals per day, which for many people would be a lot easier to stick to than 1 meal per day. And like I said in the beginning, there aren't quite as many studies on the one meal a day diet. But there is one particular study on this exact topic that compares a group that ate 3 meals per day to another group that ate the same amount of calories in 1 meal per day. This study was very interesting, and like I said in today's video, I'll give you the good and the bad. The amount of calories that were given to both groups was intended to be at a range set for maintenance, not weight loss. And that's exactly what happened. Throughout the 6-month period, both groups maintained their weight within 2 kilograms of their original starting weight. Both groups also had similar responses in terms of their hormone levels. Even ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone, remained the same for both groups, meaning hormonally speaking, both groups should have reported the same hunger levels. However, the 1 meal a day diet group did report higher ratings of hunger throughout the day. This may be due to the fact that they were tested in the middle of the day before they had their late night meal. Most subjects in the 1 meal group reported extreme fullness after eating their meal, so the results would have been very different if they were asked about their hunger levels in the evening after they ate. But one major difference between the two groups was that the 1 meal a day group lost more fat mass than the 3 meal a day group, which is very interesting. This could be slightly explained by the fact that they were consuming 65 calories less per day than the 3 meal a day group, but 65 calories isn't all that much. Researchers believe that this change in body composition may have been also influenced by the effect that eating patterns could have on metabolic activity. They talk about a study done on rats that compared a nibbling diet to a diet consisted of 1 large meal per day. The rats in the 1 meal per day group developed an increase of free fatty acids from fat deposits and an increase in gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is a metabolic process where glucose is generated from sources other than carbohydrates, such as fatty acids. That could be one of the sources. And sure enough, in this study, it does appear that glucagon levels were slightly elevated for the 1 meal a day group. Glucagon has the inverse function of insulin, and it helps break down fat for energy. Insulin was also slightly lower in the fasting group, but not by an amount that was really significant. Regardless, it's interesting that fat mass went down more in the 1 meal a day group, and more research is necessary to support this finding, but at the very least, the study helps support the fact that you won't slow your weight loss or fat loss by eating just 1 meal compared to eating more meals. In fact, you'll probably speed it up. You see, in this study, the participants in the 1 meal group were forced to eat the same amount of calories as the 3 meal a day group, even if they were already full. They would normally have eaten less, and this is supported by rat studies that show that rats that only eat once decrease their caloric intake by 10 to 30% per day and maintain a lower weight than rats that nibble throughout the day. This is why I like 1 meal per day. It naturally helps you limit your calories because of feeling full. However, this diet is definitely not for everyone. Researchers claim that the normal withdrawal rate for human feeding studies at their facility is 4 to 7%. However, in the 1 meal a day group, the withdrawal rate was an alarming 28%. However, this could be up to chance because 5 participants withdrew from the 1 meal a day group due to prior health reasons. Only 1 person from each the 1 meal a day group and the 3 meal a day group withdrew because of the diet structure. But regardless, it makes you suspect that eating 1 meal per day may not be right for everyone. And that is definitely true. Some people may feel extremely hungry only eating once per day, and they could also binge in a very unhealthy way when they do get to finally eat. However, I'm sure there are people out there just like me that could benefit from eating only 1 meal a day. Once you adapt over the 30 days, you'll experience more mental clarity, you'll be more productive, and you'll probably lose weight and body fat as long as you don't make really dumb food choices at the end of each day. You won't lose muscle mass, you won't slow your metabolism, and you won't die if you simply eat once during the day. As long as you eat clean, single ingredient foods, I can see this diet helping a lot of you find more time throughout the day while burning more fat. That's it, guys. I really hope this video has helped you out. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you're looking for a solution to lose some weight and burn some fat fast, try my 6-week challenge where on average my clients are losing 20 pounds or 5% body fat in only 42 days. Within the challenge, we go over different diet approaches, including fasting protocols, all of which can help make this a permanent change for your life. The program also comes with multiple done-for-you customized diet plans, a recipe book, a daily workout plan, and an accountability coach to guide you through the entire process. The best part is that you can have the whole challenge for free as long as you're willing to follow through and do your part. That's the big catch. To take part, you actually have to be willing to make a transformation. We only want people on board that understand that changing your body is not about finding the secret magic diet plan or workout plan. It's also not up to your gym or your coach to make the transformation for you. The responsibility is yours. You transforming your body. That can't happen without you playing your part. And we only want people that are serious and are gonna stick to the plan from day 1 to day 42. So that's the big catch. If you'd like to find out more, you can click the link below, or you could visit my website directly at gravitytransformation.com. I'll see you guys soon. Pump it.